So. Good evening. I'm calling this meeting to order. The time is 5:30 p.m. In accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, this meeting is officially open with a quorum present. At this time, we will listen to public comment. Let me remind you that because of restrictions by the Texas Open Meetings Act, board members may not engage in a verbal exchange about a subject that has not been posted. We will listen and take notes, but the board is prohibited from responding to any inquiries made during a board meeting on any type not posted on the agenda. However, the board may reply with 1, a statement of factual information given in response to the inquiry, 2, recitation of existing policy in response to the inquiry, or 3, direct the person to visit with staff about the issue. While the board listens to concerns of a general nature and issues of common individual concern, the board will not hear complaints about specific individual employees or public officers during the public comment session. Speakers shall refrain from mentioning names of individual employees or public officers during their comments. Any employee, parent, or other member of the public is asked to comply with the appropriate grievance policy to have a complaint heard pursuant to the applicable board policy. In accordance with board policy BED local, speakers shall have a 3-minute time limit, and I ask that you please observe this. Furthermore, a speaker may not relinquish his or her time to another speaker. Delegations of 5 or more persons shall appoint 1 person to present their views before the board with the time not to exceed 5 minutes. At this time, I'd like to call forward Libby Willis.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening to all the board members. I come not to complain, but to praise this body as a group and as individuals. First of all, I want to say happy first day of school. What an exciting day. I've seen great Facebook pictures all day long, including some of the children of those on this very group. I wanted to come tonight to say, I know that this is a big meeting, special meeting, and you are considering the proposed bond issue. I come as a sitting member of the site-based management team at the Carter Riverside High School, and it's somebody who loves that school, loves it so much I was willing to write the landmark nomination for it some years ago. But I'm married to a graduate. I'm not a graduate of the school, but I'm married to one, and he loves that school. We all do. And so we thank you for the consideration you have given, specifically for a proposal for at least $50 million in the proposed bond issue for Carter Riverside High School. What a shot in the arm. What a shot in the arm for those students, for that school, for our neighborhoods, for our beloved Riverside. I'm one who tells the story constantly that when the schools are strong, the neighborhoods are stronger. And when the neighborhoods are strong, the schools are stronger. And it's just a melding like that. So this will be a tremendous thing. I know that you have particulars you're already considering for the Carter Riverside and specifically, but I would hope that at some point there will be consideration of restoration of the windows in that wonderful historic 1936 facade, and also thinking about maybe renovation of the historic theater and auditorium building. I want to specifically thank Ashley Paz, who's a trustee, who oversees our public schools in Carter Riverside area and neighborhood. I have to thank my own Cinto Ramos, my trustee, although he represents the Northside schools. He's always thinking good things about Carter Riverside and helping, as are all of you, and we appreciate that very much. I want to also say we have a success story to celebrate tonight. A couple of weeks ago, I got a chance to go over and take a tour of the brand-new building, the brand-new addition that we have at Carter Riverside High School. What a wonderful building. Classrooms, 12 new classrooms, a brand-new cafeteria, fabulous job. I have to thank Vicki Burris, who's sitting here in the audience with us tonight, Gary Griffith, the district architect, Ashley Paz, who stood up time and time again, all of us who spoke, and these folks listened to what we thought would work for the school. So we have a wonderful, contemporary, but compatible new structure. It's fabulous. So thank all of you for everything you are doing for all of our schools, our beloved schools in Fort Worth. They mean so much to this city, and you all, and the work you're doing, means so much to the district. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Ms. Willis. At this time, Janie Ginn, would you please come forward?
Good evening, and I'll say President Jackson, since it's the first time I addressed you. I just want to come and say I realize that there's a lot of need for this bond, but I know I've spoken to a few of you privately. I talked at length with Dr. Avila when they started the master facilities planning, and I said, we have a lot of our schools that are in dire need of renovations. And I hope that, since we don't know exactly what's going to be in this bond, and I know about all the new schools, the new plans for those things, but you guys really need to go into your schools, look around for yourself, see what needs to be fixed, see what needs to be renovated, see what needs to be updated, and make a way for that to be sure to happen out of this extensive bond. I just want to see it all put to really good use for our kids. They should all be able to be proud. You know, a town really shows what it thinks of its children by the schools that it builds. We have a lot of schools with very lovely architecture, like Ms. Willis was just talking about, but inside, when you go in those doors, it looks nothing like what the outside portrays. And so I hope that you'll be looking at that as you go forward with this bond and any extra money that can be put towards that. I know we're doing the tax rate change, and perhaps that'll help with that. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Ginn. At this time, we'll have a discussion and consideration of the proposed 2017 bond election. I will now entertain a motion approving the order calling a bond election. Dr. T.A. Sims, do you have a motion?
Yes. I move to approve the order of calling a bond election.
Dr. Sims has moved. Trustee Moss has made the second. Do we have any discussion? Seeing no discussion, please move to voting. And the motion passes unanimously, 8-0. At this time, this meeting is adjourned.